about 10 yards, not even 10 yards from the hives, there's a grove of sweet gums. And if you know anything about sweet gums, they're thick and they're very close together. They still have their leaves right now, so it's a pretty good windbreak, and that's probably what saved me from the storms the other night, because I had forgotten to put the concrete block back on the hive. So I had to hold my breath until I got home to find out whether or not the lid had been blown off, and it hadn't. I think it's because this is really well sheltered. And also there's a grove of trees over there across. When I left the house a few minutes ago, the wind was just howling. Right now here, wind's hardly blowing at all. So I guess when the wind's coming from out of certain directions, when the conditions are right, this is sheltered. And if it's still in the sun, it means it's warm. So I'm hoping that they stay active enough where they will continue to draw out comb and fill that top box with honey, brood, whatever they fill it with, whatever they can fill it with. Anything will be a help. I still got that feeder out over there, the 5-gallon feeder that I built. My smoker, I didn't let my smoker get good and started before I took off down here, so I'm having to puff it to get it started. But they're really active on that feeder. There's a top feeder in the hive, so I'm hoping that they've chewed through the newspaper. The cluster of bees that were on the front of the top bar hive are gone. Of course, the other night after the storm the other night, I would really be surprised to still find them there. They've either moved off somewhere or they actually did get in this Langston hive. It appears that something has been chewing on, probably raccoons, chewing on the comb that I set out for the bees to rob. I figure either coons or raccoons or skunk, something like that's been down here chewing on it. I'm probably going to end up taking it back today to melt down. I don't figure there's much left in it, if anything. Okay, now the wind's going to kick up a little bit. It's really kind of windy to be doing this, but this is going to be the only chance I have to do this while it's warm. It's supposed to turn off cold again, so if I put this up here, I won't forget it, maybe. That's my theory anyway. I didn't bring a lot of the stuff that I usually bring with me. Alright, well, I don't see any bees up here. I don't see any bees inside there. Oh, I see a couple of bees fighting at the front. Maybe they're still not friends yet. I'm going to move this and then set this feeder right down here on this. Yellow jackets. They're also robbing out this. All right. You know what? I didn't even bring my hive tool. Oh, gosh. Little yellow jacket got stuck in the syrup. There. Okay. Let's see how we're... Really? There we go. Okay. I don't see any. I see some bees, very few. They're not drawing any comb. Oh man, this is gonna suck. I'm hoping they have at least chewed through to the bottom, or vice versa. They have. Okay, so I can take this off. So I can take this off and take the top box off. Yeah, they chewed through it. All that sugar water I sprayed on it made it sticky and made it stick to the box. Well, a lot of cross combing. A lot of cross comb. I'm not sure I want to even pull those out. They look like they're pretty content in there, like they're not really coming out. Almost like they're still cool, like they're still cold. Even the smoke is not moving around very much. See, there's a bee kicking another one out. She's throwing her butt out. She carried her off. I've never seen another bee carrying. I've seen a bee carry another one off. Huh. Well, they chewed through, which means they have combined the two hives. Whether they do anything with this or not is another thing. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on for now. I'm hoping that we have some more warm days like this, and this top feeder continues to work. Actually, I'm going to take that off for now and see what they have done. I'm afraid they have, well, there are holes, there are passages in there, so they can still get in there. So that thing is awkward with that syrup sloshing back and forth. And they may not be using it because of that other feeder being there. Alright, well, they're combined. Haven't seen any activity as far as drawing comb, so I don't know what they're doing with all the sugar that's being taken from the big 5-gallon feeder. So much for having some comb drawn out. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with this hive. Very least I can do what I was planning on doing before I combined them, just feeding them through the winter, hoping to get them through, and then next spring seeing what I can accomplish with them. So I don't know. They don't seem very active around the hive, but they seem pretty active around the feeder over there, which makes me wonder if maybe I don't have some wild hives around here coming in to use that feeder, and maybe that was the whole problem in the first place, was I was having some wild hives that robbed the top bar hive out. I don't know. This hive is pretty strong though. I've only had the small opening on the entrance reducer open, so they really haven't had a chance to get robbed out. And like I said, there's not a whole lot of activity. I mean, there's some. It's still kind of cool today. It's right at 70 degrees. I don't know if you can see. There still looks like there's some fighting going on at the entrance. Like, I don't know if you can see that. It makes me wonder if there's some hives trying to rob them out. Some wild hives. I know there's some wild hives around here because I actually caught a swarm, or actually, I had a swarm, but it never actually went into the swarm trap. They were on the outside of the swarm trap, and I don't know, somebody said maybe I had too much lure in there, and that's why they didn't go in. But they'd been in there for 4 or 5 days, and actually started drawing comb out on the side of the swarm trap. So it was kind of a weird deal. I don't know. We'll see. It's still a work in progress. We'll see how they do this year. If I can get them through the winter, I'll be happy. If I can get them to draw out that box of frames, draw out some comb, I'll be ecstatic. But I don't figure that's going to happen. I'm probably going to end up taking that box off in a few days just to make sure there's not too much room and it's not so far for them to go to the feeder when I put dry sugar in it. But anyway, their bees using that feeder, and right now it's got 1-to-1 syrup in it. I haven't done any 2-to-1 yet. I probably should, but I was trying to get them to draw out comb, and I heard somebody said that 1-to-1 will stimulate them to draw comb. 2-to-1 they want to put up into honey. So they've got plenty of honey stores in the bottom box, but it's not going to be enough. They got a lot of brood and a lot of honey stores in the bottom box. I would like to have, actually, in a perfect world, I'd like to have both boxes full of brood and honey, and then have a medium super on top full of honey. But that ain't gonna happen. Not this year. Next year I hope to leave that way. Don't know. I'll come back in a couple of days, see if they've done anything with that box. If they haven't done anything with that box, I'll give them a couple of warm days. If there are any more warm days, I'll give them a couple of warm days. If they have original cardboard box, and seal it up, keep it from drawing any moths or anything like that, and I'll put it in storage for next spring. It served a purpose though. At least I got to be able to combine the two hives with it.